With the Hobonichi weeks starting next week, I thought there couldn't be a better time to set up my Hobonichi weeks. Hey guys, welcome back. I am Julie. So today we're going to be setting up my 2024 Hobonichi weeks. I got it in this beautiful olive color. It is just stunning. I absolutely love this thing. There are some things that I'm going to be referencing in my weeks for 2023 that I will probably carry over into my 2024 book. And there's going to be quite a few things that I won't continue on in 2023. So this is the look at the weeks that I was using most of 2023. It hasn't been completely perfect. I pretty much quit touching it during the months that we were moving and there was just a lot going on. I do have this cover on it, which I believe, yes, this is a Lauren Phelps Designs cover on it. I may at some point switch and put this on the olive color. I haven't decided. It's hard to see, but there is a floral design on it. It's really, really pretty, but I'm just not ready to take it off of this cover just yet. But here's the inside. It's not much has changed, to be quite honest. Not much has changed with this book at all. I didn't get like too crazy in here. I was marking off the months at the end of 2022, but then never kept up with it in 2023. I do hope to kind of keep up with that because I have a ton of these like dewdrop stickers from Cloth and Paper, and I absolutely love them because you can still see the months behind it. Now, the yearly calendar, I'm going to kind of skip over. That's the one that kind of looks like this. I keep a lot of medical information in here and I track a lot of it in here. So I'm going to do the same with that in 2024, but I did make a lot of good use of it this year. I've got to also put in some information for the month of November before we move into the month of December. But I really, really made good use of these pages. The monthlies kind of, I kept them simple. I just tracked paydays and things like that. Once we got full swing into moving, like March was the month that I knew and found out that we were moving to another state, I kind of like just became paralyzed with a lot of my planning and didn't really like continue on. So as you can see, like the rest of the months, I just never went in and planned in the months. And I'm trying to figure out how I want to move forward in 2024 with that. I think it'll be more of the same that I was already doing, which is a lot of just tracking paydays, any sort of meetings, big events like that. The calendar view is a lot smaller in this planner. So you really do have to be careful with how much you're going to put in here. Like this was truly an accident. I don't know of having a call in February of 2024, which is totally fine. I think it was supposed to be in February of 2023. Now my weeks themselves are a little bit more like chaotic, if you will. So I really kind of just want to go back to this. The primary purpose of my weeks is going to be tracking a lot of things. So there will be like minor to-do lists in here, but it'll be a lot of like scheduling, habit tracking, and I just kind of continue to do a lot of that right up until I got to the point of stopping using this for a couple of months. I mean, the same thing was pretty much like this in my cousin. There were just a couple months that I didn't use it because of moving, and I just used like one daily planner to get by, and that was it. But when I got back into it, I want to say a little bit of March, I tried to add some lettering and things like that. It started to take up like way too much space, and I did not like this. It looked cute for a whole second, and I was like, nope, I don't like that, and went back to what I have known to like always work for me in here. And that's what I'm going to continue to do in 2024. May is where you can see that I had stopped using it, and then I came back to it right around September timeframe. And I got the idea for this tracker from Lindsay's Scribbles. I probably don't use it in the exact same way, but I like the format. And then I added some pictures from a weekend that we were gone. I have never really added pictures to my Hobonichi weeks, and I think that's something that I will start to do moving forward in 2024. But my favorite is probably this current week that we're in right now. You can see some weeks I just don't come back to even filling out the tracker. I just been keeping it really, really real. So I keep the habit tracker and like task tracking situation that Lindsay came up with, but then I also added back in the sleep tracking at the bottom, which I really, really love. So some of the things that I want to continue in, and I promise we'll get to the setup. I promise it won't be much longer. The notes pages are a lot of what I want to continue on in 2024. I had this quarterly goals page and didn't make much use of it. The goal of the goals page is to bring it back. There's going to be things that I don't bring back though, like this adulting log, which I also think is from Lindsay, but I'll show you why I'm not going to keep it. I do want to bring back the movie and show log, I should say, and then the reading log. Probably not going to track any social media things in here. As you can see, I had intentions, did not stick with it. So all of the social media stuff will go. I do like this, the planner plan that I had, plus tracking ideas. I think I got this from Say Mackenzie over on Instagram, and I'm probably going to do this again in my notes page. I'm not going to set up any of my notes pages today. Reason being is because this is something that I am going to bring back for 2024, and I'm trying to remember the creator that I got it from, but this was not my original idea. But again, this book is going to be for a lot of tracking things. So there will be a lot of trackers in here. And I'm going to take what was in the adulting log because it felt very repetitive, and move a lot of these tasks over to these monthly habits that I want to track, because a lot of it actually is over here. I haven't completely decided 100% because some of these things literally can only happen once a month. So maybe I will keep this. I'm glad I'm talking this out with you guys. Maybe I will keep this because a lot of these things should only happen once a month, right? Whereas a lot of these things truly are daily tasks, and I can transfer over that information from my weekly pages and then bring it over to back here, and I can kind of see trends from there. I don't know, I just really like this. It's also very pleasing to the eye to look at. Now, what is being tracked is probably going to change for real. And then I did it for a few months, thought I was going to come back and use this as a daily, didn't, went back to tracking, and then just stopped. So I kind of did this morning where I just reviewed what I saw was working and wasn't working. And that's why I kind of wanted to talk it over with you guys and kind of share a little bit about what was coming with me in 2024 and what was not. So a lot will make its way over to 2024. All right, and I'm going to need my tweezers for the setup because I'm going to put tabs. Now, let's talk about the outside of the planner. I don't intend on putting anything on the cover whatsoever. I don't really care for that on this cover. I actually never put stickers on my weeks at all. So on trend. I already have this Hobonichi weeks cover, so I'm going to slip that on here. I have like leather covers for my weeks. I do, but I'm home all the time now that I work from home. And so it doesn't make a whole lot of sense for me right now to put it in a leather cover. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. But for the purpose of this video, we're just going to put the clear cover on here. I think it looks great. It protects the cover. It does have a pen loop, but I don't very often use that either. So I'm not going to do that. Now, the page that I do kind of want to decorate, and I think I use the term decorate kind of loosely. I grabbed a couple of pieces here, not sure what all I'm going to use, but it's going to have a very like soft, warm coffee theme to it. And in the theme of coffee, I really, you guys know I kind of struggled with where do I put this sticker that I want to use? And part of me is like, if it could fit in this pocket, I would just tuck it in this pocket, but it won't fit. And this is one that I got on my trip to Canada a couple of months ago, or actually it was just last month. But I really think I'm going to put it there. If I'm not 100% sure, I could just tuck it in there and just let it be, or even adhere it with some washi tape if I wanted to. Now, the page that I will probably decorate, like truly decorate, is going to be this page right here. And I grabbed some stickers from According to Allie. I love this sheet of transparent stickers because It is just so pretty. It's got like the little coffee stains, the drips, and I kind of want to incorporate that theme on this title page here, along with, and see, this is why I buy multiples of things. If you watched my Hobonichi cousin setup, if not, I will put it right here in the cards. But this is why I buy multiples of things, because I love them, and I also love coffee, so we just need to make this happen. I think I'm going to take this one. And it's kind of gonna go, oh, I didn't want it to stick right there, and maybe it'll have to. I don't know if I want it to, I wish it was a little bit bigger. That's what I'm trying to say. Or do I wanna put this one so that it's kind of going around the Hobonichi cousin? Weeks, I don't even know what planner I'm in. I kind of like that. Oh, and this is actually cut out in the shape that it is. Let's try that. I do like that. And then I want to put the iced coffee here, I think. I think that this will look good. It's going to be very crooked if I let it sit where it just landed. Let's do that. And then I want to do like wake up and drink the coffee, or wake up to drink coffee. I think I have somewhat an idea of what I want to do. And then we'll do the manifest sticker on the bottom, but it'll just kind of go over it. Just kind of going with the flow here, because if not, I'll get too stressed out. We can do the but first coffee. Oh my God, I can talk. I knew that this is like what I wanted to do when I got this sticker sheet. I was like, this is so freaking pretty. It needs to be on this page in my planner. And the reason why I don't do it on this page is because there's a pattern here. And I just didn't want to do that, but I think that this looks good. I feel like it needs something like right about here, but I'm probably overthinking it. I was gonna put one of these cute little emojis right here. Munchkin situation. Oh, that kind of looks cute right there. But it also looks cute right here, just kind of in between everything. Okay, I like that. What else could we possibly add to this? It already has the 2024, so that's really not needed. I think that that's good. Oh, I'm kind of wishing I did this one instead. Will that come off? Because there's already like an iced coffee. Ooh, it will come off. Let's switch. Oh, I think I like this one more. Let's move it over just a bit. I think that fits better, but it still feels like it needs something up here. Maybe no, there's already a quote there. It'll be okay. I will figure out something. I could always do the book one. This is way more than I intended to put on here, but I really wanted a coffee theme for this page. Okay, that's freaking perfect. I love that. Okay, see? It all works out. It all works out. So here is where I'm going to take some of the like cloth and paper dewdrop stickers and kind of cover up the months as they pass. I don't really use these I don't like mark paydays or anything like that on here, because I will do that on my monthly pages. And like I said, what I've done in my 2023 planner over here, I'm going to track a lot of health and wellness, going to the doctor, those types of things. Monthlies, I don't use kits or anything like that. And what I choose to tab in my weeks, even though I didn't use any tabs this past year, I'm only going to tab the actual weekly pages. And those should be fairly easy because they actually do have the markings on the page for you. I'm so excited, you guys, that this planner starts next week. Like, I always kind of forget that because the cousin doesn't start until right on January 1st. With this one, it does start earlier. So because this book will have 2 Novembers, I'm actually going to wait and just start. How do I want to do this? I do have 2 sets of tabs. Let's just start in January and then see if I like how that looks. So what I do is I just get to like the first. Obviously the first is on a Monday, and then I will take that tab. Having the markings right there, you guys, it makes it a lot less stressful to find where the tab needs to go. And another, I hope it's a helpful tip, is with this one, I just take it and line it up where the box ends on the page, where the grid ends basically. And then that's where I'm gonna put my tab. And then you just fold it over. Make sure you don't have another page stuck. These pages are thin, and so they will catch onto each other, and you will get 2 pages stuck to each other, and it's such a pain in the butt. But if you do it that way, then your tab should not go over into the column over here on this page, and so on. So I'm just going to go through and tab the rest of the weeks. Okay, so I've got all of my tabs on. They don't look too bad. I just stick to where the month tabs start on the planner, so they are not like evenly spread out all the way down, but that doesn't really bother me at all. Now the next thing that I will do is I absolutely love these index tabs from Jet Pens. They are just my favorite. They do come in platinum or silver, but I honestly like the brass ones. And what I will do, instead of using the Avery tabs in here, because I feel like the Avery tabs are a little too big for this small of a planner, but I just take one and put it like at my yearly, like this calendar situation, because I know that I will reference this page quite a bit. And actually this one I tend to do on the side. Let me move it down here. I like to keep it out of the way of the other tabs. And they slip on very nicely. They don't tear your pages. And then I will typically do the current month, the current week, and then where the notes page starts at the back of the book. I don't typically keep it on any particular page at the notes page. It's just where the notes page starts, if that makes sense. So I've got that for the monthly, and then I'm going to go to the weekly page, which is going to actually start prior to this because I'm starting it next week. And then, like I said, one more over here on the notes page. Now, last year I made this really cool collage with vellum paper. I'm currently out of vellum paper, but as the end of the year approaches, I want to make like a little mini vision board on vellum. I just like the vellum. It's thinner. It works better with the paper. You can just make a collage in Canva and put that together. And then what I ended up doing was I put a piece of washi tape here, which I'll probably do as the new year approaches. And the reason for that was where the brass tab was, because it literally doesn't move all year long. I just put that to kind of like protect the page. But as I work on my vision board for next year, that's probably what I'm going to do, and I'll share that with you guys when that time comes. But in the meantime, what I have been doing to prepare for the new year is just taking some cloth and paper, like little transparent notes, and like a permanent marker, and marking what I want these pages to be for. Because even though this planner starts in November, I'm probably not going to start any of these trackers until January. At least that's the plan for now. So the flow will kind of be where I have my goals for quarter 1 and 2 on this page, and then quarters 3 and 4 on the second page. And then I'm going to have a movie and show log over here, a reading log over here, and then that just kind of leaves me the rest of these pages to use for whatever, whether it's daily pages, swatches, note-taking, things like that. All right, so that's it. That's the pretty simple, I mean, it was simple for me. I hope it was simple for you guys to watch. But that's my setup for my weeks planner this year. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this and hanging out with me today. If you enjoyed today's video, please be sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and if you're already subscribed, make sure you click that notification bell so that you know when my videos are posted here on YouTube. As always, thank you guys so much for hanging out with me, and I will see you in my next video. Bye, everyone.